What's going on, guys? This is FaZe from the Yeti Brigade. We're my man Colonel Yun on the camera right there.
Yep.
Today we have this beautiful GEO 2.1. We have a dive rotor on it and a Ninja Pro 6845 with 850 output pressure. Not touched. The regulator hasn't been touched. So today we will be doing an official review of the GEO 2.1. We'll give you our thoughts, our opinions, and whatnot. Alright, so let's fire some rounds through her. I had this thing for, what, like a month now. Been holding on to it from CrewNYC. Shout out to you. His link is in the description. Like him on YouTube. And if he has a Facebook, I'll put that up too. Shout out to CrewNYC, Chris, owner of this beautiful marker. Anyways, let's put some rounds through it. Now I have a Deadly Winds null on here with the Tech iFit kit. The size is 682, I believe. All right. Let's try it. Shot beautifully. Alright guys, I'm about to put on a helmet cam and yeah, we'll show you it from a user point of view. Alright man. So, here we go. GEO 2.1. Semi-automatic. See it goes. Shoot pretty damn good with this craptastic paint. And that's in semi, no ramping whatsoever. Look. No ramping. Trigger is great, the ergonomics are great, man. For $1,200. It's not as smooth as I want it to be. What's going on, guys? It's FaZe of the Yeti Brigade.
Colonel Yun, what's up?
Yep. What we have is this beautiful GEO 2.1. It's extremely beautiful. I can't even stress that enough. The milling on this thing is phenomenal. You can hardly see any machining marks, and it's just stunning to look at, you know? Said, let's get into the review. First thing I noticed when I got my hands on this is basically where my hands go. Ergonomics on this thing is phenomenal. I prefer this over, say, the dye ultralight frames and even the MacDev markers. This thing is just, to me, it's in a world all of its own, you know? It's definitely more ergonomic than any MacDev marker I've used.
Probably the best.
Yes, for me, it's the best ergonomics. And you can have your own opinion, say, you know, root for the dye or root for MacDev or whatever it is. And as I said, it's preference. I'm not looking to argue with anybody. But yeah, the ergonomics on this thing is great. It's great for having just single fingering and then finger walking. It's just great for both. The regulator's top notch. What is this? The SL3, I believe. You know. And one thing I just noticed about it is that it has little marks on here which tell you plus or minus FPS, and that is great because sometimes markers, you know, the regulators on them, you don't know which way to turn in the heat of the moment or whatever it may be. And these little marks on here is excellent. I just noticed that right now. Good job, Planetary Eclipse. The Pops ASA is probably my favorite. I have this on my personal marker. I use a MacDev tactical drone, and I have a Pops ASA on there. Electronics are great, easy to program, easy to get into the different firing modes, and easy to change the settings. Eyes are top notch. Maintenance on this thing is simple. You know, I think there's only like 3 pieces in here. You know, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 O-rings you have to lube. So maintenance on this thing is super easy. Extremely lightweight. extremely comfortable in the hands. Yeah, what else can I say about it? Owen, take it over, bro.
I'm just gonna name a few things I like and also things that I don't like. Things that I like first. The grip, amazing. Planet Eclipse, best grips ever. No competition. I mean, well, for me at least. It's really light. That's another plus. The spinning wheel thing on top. If I could, I would put one on my tactical drone, but currently I can't, so I'll just envy this. The shaft forebarrel, it's really light. I mean, what is this, like 14 inch you said?
Yeah, it's 14.5 inches.
It's like 14.5 inches. I mean, it's kind of long, but it's not too bad for those that are playing, I guess, speedball and stuff like that. You can, I guess, I don't know, do whatever you guys do and kind of stick it out there. You know, being a Milsim guy myself. The regulator, top notch, like Faye said. Easy on and off. There we go, that's on. That's off. Trigger is amazing.
Yo,
you know?
you saw us rip it in semi. The thing is amazing how he shoots. The trigger settings is phenomenal.
The Pop's ASA. Again, it's on our markers. This thing, it's worth this. What is it, like $60 or something like that? It's worth it. You know, easy on and off. It's not a big deal, but hey, you know,
if you want it, you want it, right?
It's beautiful. I mean, it's technology.
No line sticking out the sides either, man. Everything is just flows fantastic. This 45-degree angle for the regulator is great. I really want to do something like this for my Mac because this thing it just looks so nice and neat. You know? Baller, exactly. Now, even though we love this marker, we do have some gripes with it. Some, very few, and this is just nitpicking because this thing is like $1,200. You get to nitpick on the marker that's $1,200. You know, it is not efficient. My goodness, two hoppers. Two hoppers is what?
It's like
280 rounds?
It's a little bit more.
Not hoppers,
like,
two pods.
Yeah, 2 pods is like, what, 280?
Yeah, just about 280 rounds.
Burn through those PSIs.
It took about 700 to 750 PSI out of my tank, just for two pods, you know. This thing eats gas like nobody's business. It shoots smooth, but even though it shoots smooth, there's a lot of barrel lift I noticed with this. And for a premium marker, it has way too much barrel lift or kick, whatever you want to call it, for my taste. Because this thing is up there in price range with, you know, the DMs, the NTs, the clones, you know, what else? The Luxes, you know what I'm saying? And this thing, it can't, as far as smoothness is concerned, it cannot touch a VX, it cannot touch a clone GT, it cannot touch a Dye DM12. You know what I'm saying? It can't, my MacDev drone DX drive is smoother than this, you know? I'm not saying that it's a bad marker, it's definitely not. It's a beautiful marker, it shoots great, it rips. It's just, for that price point, you'd want something a little smoother. And I know that you guys over there at Planet Eclipse have remedied that with your adjustable solenoid and the GEO 3, and we look forward to doing a review on that. We will get our hands on one soon, hopefully, and we can't wait for it. I think the smoothness that the GEO 3 would bring would definitely bring the GEO 3, I believe, up there, worthy to be fighting amongst, you know, the DM12s and the Clone GTs and the Luxes. What else can I say about this thing? Yeah, the kick on this is just weird. I don't particularly like it that much. Maintenance on this thing is super easy on both the regulator and the drivetrain. There's only like 5 or 6 O-rings in there for you to lube up. Yeah, that's that. Any closing thoughts on it?
Besides that, the only thing I'm not big on is when you shoot, it kind of lifts up just a little bit too much. Maybe it's because it's delayed, the way the recoil is.
Yeah, maybe the settings on this marker is a little off.
Right.
I don't want to argue with all about you know, Planet Eclipse fans out there to say, oh, your GEO shoots like this and that. I'm sure it does, and we're not questioning you. It's just this specific one right here is what we're commenting.
I guess, you know, different folks, different strokes. Some people like that lift, some people don't. I prefer, you know, to have no lift. And this one just manages to give that little tiny lift, and yeah.
That's that. That's the GEO 2.1. It's a beautiful marker from Planet Eclipse, and you know, I really look forward to the GEO 3. That's all I can say, man, right now. Good job on making this. It's a beautiful marker, easy in the hands, easy on the trigger. You didn't have a single break with it, and we had this thing for a month now. It's great. All right, guys. Thank you, everybody, for watching. This phase of the Yeti Brigade, Colonel Young. Like us on Facebook. Links in the description.
www.facebook.com/the Yeti Brigade.
That's us. Like us. Spread it around. We're trying to get big, you dig? All right, guys. That's enough self-promotion.
Yeah.
That's it.
Take it easy.